Okay, today we'll see all about pen tool in Illustrator. Pen tool, here we have this pen tool, and pen tool is a master tool for every designing software, right? And if you want to be a very good graphic designer, very good illustrator, you must have a specialty by using pen tool. Here we have pen tool. Actually, how pen tool work, you just click on pen tool. Now just click and release, click and release, click and release like this, and click and release, and you can close that path as well. Alright, so you can create any shape with pen tool. What do you have to do? You need to just click and release, like click and release, and then click and release like this, so you can create any shape. Alright, if you will go, if you don't want the fill color, alright, so just remove this fill color or just swap fill and stroke. So now you have stroke only, alright. Then you can just click and release, and click and release like this. So you can create any shape, alright, by using pen tool. If you want to show the grids, take this selection tool, then right click, alright, and just click on show grids. So it will help you to create accurate drawing. Then take pen tool. Now you have node to node, you can create like this, like this. If you want to create any shape, like you can use graph paper like this, alright, like this. If you want this pen stroke should snap on each grid, then take selection tool, alright, click, and here we have one option, snap options. Here you need to check this option, snap to grid. When you click this one, this is on now. Now if you will take pen tool, so it will snap each point. Like when you click here, look, it will snap to the points cursor. If I will zoom it, then you can see, okay, for example, now it's snapping, click, now here click, alright, now it's snapping, and you can create easily any drawing you want to create, right? Same here, you can create with the reference like this, alright, and like this. So it would be very easy for you to create custom shape with the help of pen tool like this, alright, if you have the grid on. If you want to switch off grid again, just take selection tool, right, simple click, and right click and hide grid like this. You can show any grid from this properties panel. From here also click to show grid and click to hide grid. You can also click to show rulers. Here if you want to show rulers, you can also click to hide rulers. Alright, we will study in detail rulers and grid, don't worry, okay. So again I will take pen tool, so you can draw any shape as I like showed you like this, right. So any shape you want to create, you can simple click and release and click and release. Now it's time to modify it, alright. Actually just look at the cursor shape of the pen tool. When you are drawing something, just look at here in the pen tool, you have tiny static sign. Static sign means, okay, in static sign means you are in creation mode. So once you click and release, look, and you will continue to create shapes and like this and like this, and when you reach to the end point, then the pen tool will show you tiny circle sign. Circle sign means you are going to close the path like this, alright. Now it's closed. Now you can fill color also in this. There are two types of paths, right? Open path objects and closed path objects. When you are making, for example, like this, if you made this one, alright, this, and this is called open path object because the path is not closed. And how you will recognize? You have start point and you have end point, alright, this is called open path. And usually we don't fill open path object, okay, so don't fill, go here, just remove fill from here, okay. If you will, so which object you will fill? The closed path object. So which will be closed path? Like you are making this one and just close it. Once it's closed, then you can fill. So this object is closed path object and this is open path object, alright. And always in graphic designing, fill closed path, alright, don't fill open path. But if sometime you want to create lines like this, alright, and look, sometime you will ask me why we are like getting this option, because the fill is still on. So you need to remove this fill. Just click here. While drawing also you can remove. Just click on this none, so fill will be removed. You have only outline like this. Alright. Now here how you get rid of this pen tool, because it's a sticky, so it will be with you until you will take next tool. If you will take next tool, then you are out of pen tool. One method is this: if you are creating something with pen tool and you want to get rid of it, just take another tool, alright, or press escape. When you press escape, you are out of this tool, you can start next drawing, alright, or control click. When you control click, you will also be out of the pen tool. So you can take another tool, you can press escape and control click to get out of pen tool, alright. So you can draw many things in Illustrator. That's why Illustrator is named, because you can do illustrations in Adobe Illustrator, and pen tools plays major role in illustration. You cannot illustrate without pen tool, alright. Just look, I close. Now if you want to modify it, in pen tool just right click, you will have many family tools we have. We have add anchor point tool, delete anchor point tool and anchor point tool. Alright, what are these actually? Add anchor, what is anchor actually? Alright, once you draw, I will just switch off grid, right click and hide grid. Okay, what is anchor? If you will draw a line like this, okay, straight line I have drawn, and just take a selection tool, okay. It will not show you anchor here, it will show you transform controls. If you want to see the anchor, just take direct selection tool. Direct selection tool is used to modify path or reposition anchors. If you click here, now you will see the anchor. This blue line, okay, if you hover over mouse, it will show you this is an anchor point, alright. If you click and you can move that anchor like this, alright, it's snapping. I will just switch off the grid snapping from here. Yeah, it's okay now. So if you will take direct selection tool and just click here, now you will see it's anchor. You can see it's highlighted, it's anchor. Anchor is a holding point, alright, like, or we can say your start and end point we have also. So here it's holding line here and this anchor is holding here. So you can move this anchor like this with this direct selection tool. Same, this is anchor. Anchor is a holding point, and here in this shape, how many anchors we do have, you can see. Okay, I will just reduce its line width. Okay, just select this object like this and reduce its line width from here 25. All right. So if you want to see anchor, so just click on direct selection tool. Now it will show you anchors. So we have anchor here, 1 anchor, 2, 3. Wherever you have corner, you have anchor also. This anchor. So we can reposition this anchor with the help of direct selection tool. You need to take this white arrow tool and click on anchor, and you can move that anchor like this. Click and release, then that anchor will be selected. You can move like this if you want to move. Select this one and you can move also like this. Look. If you want to have one anchor here, how we can add anchor here? So in pen tool, right click, you have add anchor point tool. Shortcut key is plus. Click here and you can add. You need to click on path. When you click, look, the anchor has been added. Click on the path, you can anchor, you can add anchors on. Actually we are adding points. Alright. Then you need, if you want to reposition, take direct selection tool, click on that anchor, click and release, then you can move like this. So you can customize, you can make any shape you want to create. Even you can move like this. Even click here and you can just reposition like this. You can select many anchors at a time as well. Look, right click and release like this. Alright. So that's how you can add anchor on path. Right. Again, next we have, next tool is delete anchor. Delete anchor means if already there is anchor and you want to remove it, just click on that anchor, so that anchor will be removed. Click on that anchor will be removed. Alright. So if the anchor already exists, you can just click to remove it. And last tool in pen tool, we have anchor point tool. This is used to convert a straight line into curve. If this line is straight and you want to convert into smooth, you can convert like this into smooth. Look at there. And look at here also. Just click here and just click like this. So you can change into curve. Alright. If you want to do all these action by using pen tool, because I say pen tool is also all in one tool, I will take pen tool. Now you need to be careful. I will draw one shape, for example like this. I have drawn one shape. If you are in pen tool, if you click on any path, it will give you anchor. Look, if you click on path, it will give you anchor. I haven't changed tool, alright, I am still in pen tool. I clicked on path, it will give me anchor. If you want to reposition it, if you want to get direct selection tool and press and hold control key from the keyboard. If you hold control key, you will see your tool will change into direct selection tool and you can reposition it like this. So you can reposition like this, alright, like this. Alright, so while remaining in pen tool, hold control key, so your tool will change into direct selection tool and you can reposition. Okay, so if you want to change this one into anchor point tool, then hold alt key. When you hold alt key, then tool will convert into anchor point tool. Okay, here right, anchor point tool. So hold alt key, then you can convert your tool into anchor point tool like this, and you can convert it into any curve shape straight. So if you want to delete any anchor, just click on that anchor, so that anchor will be removed like this, that anchor will be removed like this. Alright, I will do again with pen tool. So I will create a one shape like this. Alright, so if you want to add, close it. If you want to add any anchor, just click on path, anchor will be added. If you want to reposition, hold control key, you can reposition like this. Alright, if you want to convert this line into curve, hold alt key and you can convert. Alright, if you want to add anchor, just click on path. If you want to delete anchor, just click on already existed anchor. So while remaining in pen tool, you can access all its option. No need to go here and select individually. Alright, for example, if you have drawn, I will draw for example this shape with the help of pen tool. Alright, now if you hold alt key, you can just convert it like this. If you hold control key like this, you can move like this. Alright, if you want to add anchor, click and you can add anchor, and you can just hold the control key and you can move this one. Alright, so that's how you can use pen tool. Alright, but let's more explain in detail. If you will draw something with the shape tools, for example, I'll go here rectangle tool and just make a rectangle like this. So now if you want to access this tool, you can access also. Right click and add anchor point tool. So you can add anchor here. Then go right click and delete anchor point tool. You can just delete anchors also like this. You can make an arrow. Alright, so if you want to convert into curve, just go anchor point tool and you can just convert this one into like this curve like this. Look. Alright, so if when you have drawn shapes, you can use this pen tool. Alright, next we have how we can use direct selection tool also, because it's important if you want to modify. Now for example, you have this shape and take direct selection tool, and direct selection tool is used to modify path and anchor, repositions anchor. You need to click on this anchor point and you can move like this if you want to move. Click here and you can move that anchor. Alright, you can also move together, select two and you can move like this also. You can align also when these are not equal. You can select like both anchor. Alright, make sure both anchor, and from here you can align also like this. Both will be aligned to the artboard because you have selected from here artboard. Align to selection we will do. Alright, then you can align these two anchor points. Select this one and this one also with shift and align to top. So both will be aligned to top of the artboard like this. We need to change from here align to anchor. Alright, key anchor, not with align to selection and align. We need to choose align to key anchor. Alright, from here we can align anchors as well. I will create again with pen tool, for example like this and this and this. Alright, So I want to align these two anchors. So take direct selection tool and select this both, and make sure from here you have selected align to key anchor, then you can align like this. Okay, you can align these two anchors as well, like select both and make sure here you have selected align to anchor and like this. All right, align to key anchor, not this one. All right, so make sure you have selected this one. So again direct selection tool and from here align to anchor and this one, so it will be aligned. All right, so that's how you can use direct selection tool as well from here. Okay, what else we can do with direct selection tool? Click here, all right, like this. Now if you want to take direct selection tool and click on any anchor point. Once you click on that anchor point, all right, now just look at here on property bar. First option we have, which is called convert to selected anchor point to corner. When you click here, so selected anchor point, okay, which is selected will be converted into corner, but it's already a corner. Click here, so it will be converted into smooth or curve. Then you can move and you can use this curve handles also to change its position, all right, or direction. Want to convert again into corner, just click here. Next we have, which we use, remove selected anchor point. If you select this anchor, click here, remove this, then that will be removed. All right, a remove anchor and delete anchor is different. Let me explain. For example, if you have this circle and take direct selection tool and click on this anchor point tool. If you click from here, remove, so it will remove that anchor, but it will not delete the lines associated with it. Okay, you can move it like this, you can create any shape. But for example, if you want to create a half circle, all right, so what I will do this time, I will select this one. This time I will not click here, all right, I will delete from the keyboard. Just click delete key from the keyboard like this. All right, when you press delete key, so it will not only delete that anchor, it will also delete the lines associated with it. Same, you select and delete from the keyboard, so it will delete that anchor and the lines also associated with it. All right, that's how you can use this anchor point tool. One more option we use in anchor point tool, all right, or direct selection tool. Click here and click here, and now here you will see, if you select any anchor, you will see these properties. Last we use here, which is called this one, okay, which is called cut path at selected anchor point tool. When you click here, so this will cut like this. All right, if you have any anchor, all right, I will click here and this is an anchor. If you click and if you click here, all right, cut path at selected anchor point tool, so it will be cut it from here. Now you have like this separate. Okay, same, we have one option more. If you will select like any corner from here, or and if you click on anchor, okay, you can also convert into corner like this. You can select any corner and you can just provide radius also from here, and you can select like this any corner. All right, so these all are options related to direct selection tool. All right, so direct selection tool and pen tool is very important. But next, the most important thing, how we can draw a curves with the help of pen tool. Now we have drawn straight lines like this. These are straight lines which you have drawn. But if you want to draw a curve with the help of pen tool, now here we need a special attention. You need to click and then click and hold and drag. Don't release mouse button. When you click, hold and drag, you will see these curves handles. All right. If you drag towards right side, curve will be left direction. If you will drag towards up side, curve will be down direction like this. Now it will continue to create curve like this. All right, it will continue to create curve like this. All right. If you don't want again curve, you want to create a straight line. So just click one time here. So it will remove that handle. Now it will give you a straight line like this, like this. Again, click, hold and drag to create a curve, click, hold and drag to create a curve. Next, you don't want curve, just click here to remove that extra handle, then you can create a straight line. Then again you want curve, just click and drag. So whenever you want to create a curve, click, hold and drag with the help of pen tool. Right? It's not easy as I'm doing because I have like 10 years to working with this tool. Right? So you have to do a lot of practice with this pen tool. Right? So here again, like click and drag like this, click and drag like this. So you can create curve. If you want to get out of this, just press escape like this. You have drawn this curve. Later, if you want to do modification, take direct selection tool. Direct selection tool is modify tool for anchors. Click here. Now click this anchor. You can move. You can also change curve position as well like this, and you can also change like this. If you want to do modification, you can also do modification with the help of this direct selection tool. So there is a relation between pen tool and direct selection tool also. Direct selection tool is always to modify, alright, anchors and paths. Okay, that's how you learn how we can draw curves. We have, if you feel difficulty to draw a curve with the help of pen tool, we have his brother also, which is called curvature tool. Curvature tool is used to create curves, alright. So click here and just click like this. So it will create curves for you like this. It will not create straight lines. Look, it will create curves like this, and you can move. So if you want to create like random shape and like arc like this, so you can just create with the help of curvature tool. Alright. Even if you have, for example, one shape, and if you will click on curvature tool, you can add any point here like this. You can add any node and you can convert into curve. Alright. Again, I will create any shape, then take this curvature tool, click, and it will like this convert into curve, and you can use it. If you want to create a curvy shape, click here, like you click here, like this, you can create. If you want to add more nodes, just click like this, then you can move. Alright. Like this, you can easily can do that. If you want to delete, just select that node and just press delete, it will be deleted. Can we draw a straight line with the help of curvature tool? Yes. Take curvature tool and do opposite, double click to draw straight line, double click. Alright. So if you want to draw a straight line with curvature tool, double click, like double click, alright, double click to draw straight line. Even after completion, if you double click, it will also convert into straight. So you can draw a straight line with the help of curvature tool, and also you can draw curves with the help of pen tool. Alright. But mostly when I am drawing curves, I am using curvature tool, like it's very smooth, very easy like this. Right, and you can click, and if you want to convert into a line, just double click, so it will be converted into line. Alright, and double click, it will be converted into curve. Okay, so you can draw a straight line, also you can draw curves also. Okay, so these two tools are very important, pen tool and curvature tool, to draw free illustration. We use pen tool also to trace logos. Okay, for tracing purpose, we also use pen tool or curvature tool. Tracing means if you have any logo and you want to make it same but in a vector format. So I will place any picture, okay, file and place. So I will choose any picture, for example. Here I have, okay, this one. So what I want to draw in this, for example, I want to draw this D here, or what shape? Here we don't have any shape to draw. Alright. So for example, I want to draw this L. I don't have this letter. So go to pen tool and just click and release like this. So click and release, and same, click and release, then click and release like this. That's called tracing process like this. Then you can fill color. Look. So that's how you can do tracing as well with the help of pen tool.